Hello everybody, BrioS here. Today I have for you one of the more popular clan assault mechs out there. And if you recognize this beautiful mech here, it's the 85-ton clan battle mech, the Marauder 2C, which is a pretty effective mech chases. And this particular variant, of course, if you recognize the beautiful burns pattern, which is one of the more beautiful patterns out there, that is the Scorch, the hero mech, which gives you a nice 30% C-build bonus. And for those of you who are familiar with builds, you'll say, oh wait, I recognize the arms, they have LBs because of all the small holes here. These are LBs, yep, so it must be the Brawler Scorch, the Meta Brawler. Yes and no. The Meta Brawler being the 2 LB20s in the arms with 4 SRM6s, or 6s with Artemis in the side torsos. This is not it. In fact, I don't really like the meta that much if you know me well enough. I like to find other builds which are fun yet pretty darn effective. But of course, it's not called a meta build because it's not as effective as the Meta Brawler. But, well, sometimes you just want to have fun, eh? And this is what I call a heresy build because instead of putting SRMs, oh, what did I just say? Instead of putting SRMs in the side torsos, I nominated Clegg. Yep, only a heretic would put Clegg on a Scorch, Clegg being the term used for LRMs. And yes, this is an LRM Scorch. Only 4 LRM-10s with 6 tons of ammunition, but you can slowly pepper the enemy by chain firing them. And for short range work, we have 2 LB20s in the arms. Having lower arm actuators, you have a good reach with the weapons. You can swivel it left, right, up, down quite a lot. That will surprise a few fast movers and you can blow them out of the water with the 2 LB20s, which happen to be its main weapons, and hence having 8 tons of ammunition. And one thing about this build, like I said earlier, is not entirely effective, but it's still fun to play, and I'm just sharing with you guys in case you want to try something a bit different. With an XL300 engine, it moves at a okay speed of 57.2. One thing good about the Marauder 2C, by the way, you can actually have a XL400 or rather a 400 rating engine, and that's just fantastic. And that's why some people like the Marauder 2C. Sure, it turns like a rock, but well, it can be a fast rock. So anyway, this is what, by the way, we call a bracket build because you have weapons that cover 2 range brackets, LRMs for long range work, and LB20s for short range. And if you're lucky enough to surprise the enemy, they will see LRMs and they'll close in on you and you can blow them up with LB20s. And if they're not experienced, they might just fall back and that's when you LRM them again. So yeah, it sounds nice, but well, it's not entirely that effective against experienced players. But it's worth to give this, you can give this a try, simply put. So anyway, one problem with bracket builds is the fact that you need to have a whole bunch of skills. So I actually put in 40 skill points. For the left side, we have the green nodes, the missile nodes. On the right side, we have the... what color is this? Lavender? Purple? Or just call them purple nodes, which are the ballistic nodes. Because you have 2 different weapon systems. It's easier just to stick to one weapon systems, either missiles or ballistics or lasers. So anyway, whining aside. So 40 SPs would gives me 4 nodes of... oh, not 4. 2 nodes of missile spread. That decreases your spread by 5%. That helps you with the LRMs a bit. 2 nodes of missile rack to increase the amount of ammunition for the 6 tons of LRM ammunition. And for the LBs, we have 2 nodes of LB spread, 10% decrease in the spread, with 1 node of magazine capacity to increase the ammo by just a bit. And of course, all the other bonuses are minimal. 8.4% reduction in heat, and this is a really hot build by the way. 6% cooldown, and a range improvement of 7%. And being a slow ponderous beast of a mech, I don't really want to increase mobility, hence it's 0. Because there are percentage bonuses, percentage increases to minimal is still very minimal. So I'd rather go for survival. 15 SPs in survival for a bit more armor, 7.8% armor, and 8.4% structure. Structure allowing you to soak the heat damage, so as you'll see in the gameplay, sometimes in this kind of builds, you want to overheat a bit. Soak the heat damage so you can maximize your DPS. And to also help with the heat dissipation, we have 20 SPs in operations. 5 nodes of cool run to increase the heat dissipation by 10%. And 5 nodes of heat containment to increase the heat cap by 15%, which I feel is really useful. And also for LRMs, you need target decay, so 7 SPs into sensors for 3 nodes of target decay for a target decay bonus of 2.1 seconds, so you can hold your locks 2.1% faster. And if you're wondering why so many skills all over the place, and yes, that's a problem with bracket builds. That's why they're not so popular among the more serious tryhards out there. And finally for auxiliary, 9 SPs in here, for 2 strikes and 2 cool shots, because it runs hot and sometimes the strikes are good for denying enemy position or just smashing them for damage. So that's it. That is the Heresy Scorch. All the Clegg, all the LRMs, but only for LRM 10s, and LBs for short range work. So anyway, I'm gonna show you that this build is, well, still kinda effective. You might want to try it out and probably you could get better results than me. But it is what it is. So let's get down to the battlefield and let's take a look. Here we are on Grimplexus and have a speed of 57.2, which isn't really fast. You tend to be in the rear at the start of the game, and that's fine because you have LRMs for some support work. And should enemy lights or mediums try to harass you, you got 2 LB10s that help you survive a bit longer. But always call out for help, I always say. So anyway, right now I'm moving up slowly with all these so fatter guys around me, and we're hoping to lurm some people out there. And coming up from behind, we find a enemy piranha down there. So, sweet baby Jesus, eat some missiles. Yep, we like to fire missiles at Jesus. But anyway, yeah, that was a horrible shot.
Coming in fast, Golf 8, defend.
Not really good with lurms.
Oh, we have a UAV up.
Yep.
Right above us. Where did that come from?
The piranha dropped it.
Yeah, so don't really want to enter a direct line of fire yet. So just giving some support fire before I move in. Which is where you should be, even with lurms, because direct line of sight, you get better spread and hence do more damage. And of course you share armor with the team. So good thing is that the assaults are not NASCARing, so we're gonna hold there for now at least. So supporting the Battlemaster and the Corsair with some lurms. Taking my time. You can hear my son in the background, by the way. He's always happy, doing his own thing when I play games. So my strike actually did some damage. I don't know what I blew off, but something. So one thing about lurm, sometimes you have to be patient. So good thing is you notice the team is holding together, for now at least, so not much of a NASCAR yet. But we'll see what happens when the enemy team starts to push. Which is what I'm waiting for, by the way. Fafner in front is a bit too far forward. Always be aware of your friendly team. So he takes a lot of damage because he's isolated up front. I have no locks, but
Gonna get Delta, go by 8 line. Hug the left side.
waiting to enter a bit, making a few calls. Gonna use this hill on my left to
Approach from the left side.
position myself better. Yep, line of sight here. So enemy ECM is strong, but I have LBs. I got guy ATMs. So here's their push. Yep, here's their push. See, this is where the LBs are useful. You can blind fire LRMs.
Yep, India.
Not that effective though.
Watch the hill.
So 2-1. The assaults are moving forward like this Corsair. And that's
Bravo
why
Wolverine, possible XL.
that's why this mech is useful. You got LBs to support the push. But I want to do a bit more damage. Enter the brawl a bit later.
Hotel, Mad Cat.
As you notice, I'm terrible with lurms. Yep. That one at least I locked before I fired. So
Golf 7 guys.
even behind cover I can lurm hotel there. Not the best place to trade. Doing minimal damage at this range. But nobody likes pellets in the
Juliet.
face. Pellets in the face is always a deterrent. Overheating because
Watch out for the piranha.
I have bad heat management, yep. And it's a hot build.
Charlie.
So enemy is pushing if you look at the map. Gonna cover the right side here. I recognize the piranha running around. I'm kinda out of practice with lurms. I don't do lurms often.
Here's their push. Call targets. Vulcan is scored.
So still hoping to do some damage at range before I close in. 2-3, so gotta close in soon. Yeah, a bit passive gameplay from me. But like I said, practicing my lurming. And of course the occasional misfire.
Advance. Golf 8. Golf Assassin.
So the team 5-4 up. We're gonna push in with this Scorch, use the LBs and brawl. Gotta be careful on my left torso, it's caught.
Time to get a little bit more aggressive, I think.
Yep, I'm trying to support the assaults. We need more support. Golf 8.
Support from far away actually. But now time to close in. One piranha. Building is blocking. So it is Corsair. Oh, got that guy in mid-air. So you can see the LBs are the one they do a lot of damage.
Golf 8 guys. They are pushing.
But if the enemy pulls back, we can use those LRMs. Enemy has a lot of
Foxtrot
ECM.
coming.
So lots of ECM makes this build a bit less effective. But It's always fun closing in with the LBs. And that Marauder 2C takes some LRM damage. Yeah, eat LRMs, eat Clegg.
Foxtrot's one shot. Fafner fall back. Crab left torso echo.
So I'm actually standing at the back supporting the assaults, letting them draw some aggro, because I have LRMs.
Crab is one shot. Corsair, pull back, pull back.
Oh, I got him there. Missiles, LBs, can I get a kill?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm trying.
Thank you.
two more.
Golf is caught. Get him.
So firing everything causes me to overheat, as you noticed. Gotta be extra careful with this build. Yeah, missile kill that one. With that last one, and that's it. It's a win. So that was pretty passive gameplay by me, relying on the LRMs for way too long at the beginning, causing the team to lose a bit of advantage up front.
Yep, thanks to the
But once I
assaults,
go into the
playing position.
LB20s, you can do quite a lot. So it's 789 damage, 3 kills. Could have done more if I had gone in earlier, but every game's a learning point. So that's your bracket build for you, fighting at 2 different range brackets. 504 max score. Not bad, not bad. As you could see from the previous match, range brackets are good and bad. To be frank, mostly bad, but also some good points. Why mostly bad, you might say? You can do everything at any range. How can it be bad? That's because at any range, whether be it short or long, you are effectively only half a mech. In this particular case, I either have my 4 LRM-10s at long range, or my 2 LB-20s at short range, which is not that effective considering it's an 85-ton clan assault mech. But the good thing is, you can do something at any range, but most people just
I see
focus
it,
on one range
Charlie.
bracket. Yeah, but good thing is you can fire LRMs like right now. I can fire LRMs at a quick draw when I'm out of LOS, and when the enemy comes in close, I have 2 LB-20s. But don't have to do this all the time. So anyway, I'll leave you some gameplay here
Converge
to
into 7
see
into 8.
yet again this bracket build Scorch in action.
Charlie Black Knight in the 8. Coming back to you, Charlie Lance.
Come back to us, bro. Not right now.
New target acquired.
Where the hell am I? Coming slowly.
New target acquired. New target acquired.
Echo.
Destroyed.
Oh, nice shot. Hotel.
Acquired. New target acquired.
Fall back, Stony.
Artillery strike.
Charlie.
Let's just gotta get out here and start fucking shooting shit.
Critical.
I'm fucking dead already. What is he doing?
Enemy base.
I don't know where the team is. I'm right next to you, Stony.
That's what I mean.
New target.
Kill the freaking Hanchi.
Override engage. New target acquired. Target destroyed. Override shut down.
Well, at least now I can eat my
New
chicken.
target acquired. Critical.
Chicken. Good.
Shot.
Target acquired.
Golf is licked. Go get him. Go get him, Hellspawn. Golf.
New target
Kid Fox, one shot.
Target destroyed.
Come to Indian 9, guys. There's a Veagle around the corner. X-Choke.
Target acquired.
Target spotted.
Target destroyed.
Stop Commando, I need to go 8 guys on our Thanatos.
Yeah, I'm working on it, as you can see.
Target acquired.
Target spotted.
Torso critical damage. Left torso critical damage. Left arm critical damage. Right arm critical damage. Target
Target
acquired.
spotted.
India 8.
New target
Lima.
acquired.
Target spotted. Do you have range on the Cyclops guys?
New target acquired. Target acquired.
Target spotted.
Uziel is called. Go get him. I'm really hot.
Need assistance.
Target destroyed. Critical damage. Target
Target spotted.
left torso destroyed. L destroyed. Left arm destroyed.
So that's it. Inevitable ending for this Scorch. No way I could fight off a Commando and the Cyclops, both by experienced players. But I did give CERN and his Commando a run for his money with the LB20s in the arm,
not
keeping
so
him
bad
on his
actually, as
toes.
you can see.
861 damage, 3 kills and 2 solo is a very decent outing. Probably top damage in this team. But the team, well, couldn't hold it together. They ran forward too far, leaving the assaults to die, which is pretty common by the way. Anyway, so that's it for the bracket build Heresy Scorch. Do give bracket builds or other non-meta builds a try, always fun to play. So BrioS signing off, and I will see you guys on the battlefield. Ciao.